I aim trained for 7 days straight. Not only did my aim become godlike, I got more wins, women, money, approval. Oh wait. Aww. Throughout the 7 days, my headshot rate raised by 15% and my win ratio went from less than half the time to more than usual. The journey was long but worth, with tons to take away from each day with an insane final match on Friday. The real question is if you're ready for it. No, I'm asking you. Yeah, you on your phone. I'm serious. I wasn't sure which task to do on the first day since I had no data to look back on. So I decided to stick to tasks that could help hone my mouse control, like this. Or this. And even this. This is very tedious. Despite my excitement, I was nervous because even though I spent my time in aim labs, this is my aim in-game. So me playing well today was anyone's guess, but despite my fear, I jumped into the battlefield.
Player standing.
Anyways guys, besides that I actually played pretty well. I'm still pretty surprised on how early I'm seeing results. But like I said, it was the first game. What I had experienced was a taste, a rough replica of the real skill. Most of my kills were rough enough to tell that I still had some ways to go. But little did I know things were going to take a turn for the worse. This was the moment this 7-day aim training video became personal.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Presence speed, presence speed, presence speed. I knew if I kept playing I was going to tilt queue, so I decided to hold my L until tomorrow. In the world of Valorant, you are not defined by your strongest asset, but your weakest link. So I dedicated the entire aim lab session to shooting non-static things and a bit of mouse control. And since I was last night's biggest loser, you suck, I went straight to a competitive game. And I'd like to refer to this day as the limit tester.
That's another.
Doing things you wouldn't do otherwise and pushing your abilities to the limits. And as you can see, I took that idea to the extreme. I played a lot of Valorant. Some worked, some failed, but then I started failing less and less.
Enemy kill. One enemy remaining. Healer down. Locking sight.
It was a paradise of trial and error. Until this game came up and just ate my... I spent days training my aim, yet I still whiffed. Will it all amount to nothing? And as we're getting ran through, I had flashbacks to how I first started this. But unlike that time, lost that game, but for what it's worth, it was my aim and playmaking that initiated that comeback, and we still have 5 days left. I think God level aim is more than just an idea now, and on that, I decided to hit the hay. Yesterday was a really good day, and I saw steady improvement. It's what I would have said if it was true. You know how I had a high point yesterday? Well, today was like the hangover from that. I still hit my shots, believe me, I did. But throughout the entire time, I felt so rough and dirty. Despite how I felt, I kept moving forward. And with that, we went to Thursday. After reviewing yesterday's gameplay, I realized even though my flicks were good and that my playmaking was fine, I had some trouble with the basics. So I decided to focus only on scenarios that I find in game. And you know, my gameplay was actually getting smoother, but I knew I could go better. I could go harder, so hard that I could break glass with my gigantic, girthy, monster arm. Here's my insane warm-up. Haven post plant side hold. It helps shoot moving targets. Fracture to isolate angles. Rain of flash to help practice my movement and click timing. Haven peak training to help with my click timing. More click timing. More click timing. More click timing. Precision. And tracking. And with that, I got into deathmatch, and everything was so much more smooth. My target selection was so much nicer. My pacing from target to target was like night and day compared to day 3. And with light recoil and first shot accuracy training, I decided to go into my first comp game. But things just felt different, like God himself was guiding my hand to the heads. The essence of what it felt like to be godlike consumed me, until it all accumulated to this moment. There's only a certain ability, an ability that can draw out a player's maximum aiming potential, and those are jet knives. You get 5 blades that shoot with 100% accuracy, and with Jet's mass movement kit, those who are able to shoot the head reign supreme. With my extensive aim training, the domain of what's possible became infinite, at least for this game.
There's 3 here. Oh wait.
Spike down. C.
4, 3, 2, 1. Zero.
I've been getting dropped like a fly, wadded at every moment's notice, but none of that matters anymore. With this treasure I summon Blade Storm. Sorry. I see everything. I feel everything. This sensation is unlike anything I ever felt before. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one. Aiming style, precision series. 1 tap. I liked yesterday's results, so I decided not to change anything about it and only focus on optimizing. But this day was definitely the most disappointing out of all the other days. My performance was lackluster. I got cool kills, but I couldn't find the right impact and made tons of mistakes, which made me realize no amount of aim could compensate for a bad in-game IQ. Or is it? Is it possible to brute force your way into the next rank? Or is it better to train all your skills evenly? That question will be answered by this final match on the final day, so get ready for it. So basically the game really starts at 0-4 with us losing. And you may be wondering, why do we start here and not at 0-0? It's actually a pretty funny story. Okay, not that funny of a story, but the reason is because we had 0 map control, so I decided to take the game into my own hands by taking as much map control as I could. And Lord and behold,
A. Flawless.
it worked super well. It worked so well, I decided to do it again at C long, which is good because while I was flanking, the enemy was doing the same thing, which put him in a position where he could intercept the rotation and completely turn the tables of this battlefield. But little do they know, I'm about to end their whole career. And considering how everyone on that side of the map died, I think I made the right choice. But things only became winnable when I started looking for an active advantage. GameSense is pretty convenient, I'm not gonna lie. But don't count on aim training just yet, cause check this bad boy out.
Spike down.
Maybe GameSense and aim training can coexist. They can, dumbass, you're just hard stuck. No matter how you play, you're gonna need both. I may have aced to win this round, but no amount of aim could put me in a position where I can make kills or feel this lost. If aiming is the nice sports car, GameSense is the key that unlocks the vehicle. Because we didn't lose the game due to poor aim, but to Faye not using his util correctly, or in better words, not at all. Even though she ulted. The moral of the story, you can aim train, aim training works, but only as good as you work on your other skills. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.